So we're going to start early, which is that you went to college a Goldwater girl.
I did.
And emerged a staunch Democrat. And I wondered if you could tell us a little bit about that transition and that awakening.
Well, in my household, my father was a conservative Republican, and my mother was a real social justice Democrat. And they used to cancel each other's votes out in every election. And we had some amazing conversations and arguments around the dinner table. And I really, for the longest time as a young girl, thought, that my father's views were really the ones I wanted to follow. And I had some teachers, one in particular, who were very adamant about being conservative. And so I did. I worked for Barry Goldwater when he ran for president. I was a Goldwater girl, which meant I got to wear a cowboy hat, which I thought was really cool. And then I got to Wellesley, and I began to meet many different kinds of people. And we continued to talk about what we cared about and what we thought the country should be like and the world should be like. And I just found myself really evolving, moving toward a different set of beliefs. And I think that's part of what your late teens and 20s are all about. You have to decide what you really believe, and you can certainly carry with you some of the values that you've inherited, but you have to make them your own, or you have to add or subtract from them, and that's what I did.
Now, we are all very curious at Lenny. What were your passions outside of the political arena? And we brought with us some very Instagram-worthy photographs of you during that time in your life.
My gosh, look at that.
And wondered if they might.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Here, if you want to look at them, they might bring up some memories.
Oh, they do. Well, this is me at one of my favorite places in college, which was the lake that we had on campus. I just adored it and would swim illegally every chance I got. It was just a real center for my experience in college. This is me and two of my friends who were debating some of the issues of the day. We had lots and lots of vigorous debates back in those days: civil rights, women's rights, the Vietnam War, the assassinations of Dr. King and Bobby Kennedy. The campus was often in turmoil because of things that were happening in the larger world. We were talking here, as I recall, about what we needed to do to really address racism amongst us, which was something that people didn't want to necessarily believe, but we had to recognize we were part of the larger society. We had to do our part. And here we were having a rally to do away with limited visiting hours by men.
No way!
Yeah. Curfews and visiting hours by men. That was what this was about.
No way.
And you could see the crowd that it drew. I mean, these were people who really knew what they wanted, and we were vigorously, contesting the administration that basically, wanted to keep doing things the way they had done them for, 100 years.
So that counts as a non-political interest.
Oh, well, it was a personal interest, but we had to go political to get them changed, and we did get them changed. So turning the personal into the political is sometimes the only way to stay true to the personal.
Absolutely. Well, we are all very enamored of those photos and consider them real fashion icon material.
Oh, my goodness.